Welcome to the post-match pint. Liverpool win at the City Ground. They get the late winner not just once, but twice. And the second one stands with me. I've got Paul, I've got Peter, and I don't know where to start with this. I mean, we were shite. I know we were shite, but it doesn't matter because we come away with all 3 points. I go to you first, Pete. I mean, as I said there, Liverpool could have done much better in that game, and there's plenty to moan about and there's plenty to pick apart, but there's also plenty to celebrate because we leave with all 3 points.
That's all that matters, isn't it? Absolutely. I walked in here today, Kieran, and I thought to myself after 20 minutes, how have I ended up stuck in a room with you for 90 minutes? Thinking like,
nice one, mate.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like thinking, is this what life's come to? Watching the Reds? I'm only joking, Kio. And 0-0, and I'd written all over it. Liverpool were appalling first half, but that second half, and listen, I might be clutching at straws a little bit, but the 3 points that matter. That's all that matters, is that Liverpool grew into that second half. I thought we were much better side. We penned them in, and I think the substitution was massively key in that, in the sense that you brought a young lad on with a bit of creativity, and we were the only side that looked like we were going to win until the referee said, "Nah, you're not going to win this game, you know." Not once, but twice, and then all of a sudden we've got that lovely let off at the ends where it's like you said, 2 winning goals. It felt like there was 3 winning goals to me, Keo. Boss, I'm happy with that.
We will get on to Rio and Gamo in a little bit because I thought it was superb. But first we'll talk about the performance in general and the first half. Liverpool were slow. They weren't good enough. I don't think they were winning the battles. It's not what we want to see, to be honest. I mean, we're going to obviously celebrate the result, but we will talk about the performance. It could have been much better.
Oh, I think the word you just used there, Pete, was abysmal or diabolical. Use any of those words you can put for that first half. And we were sat in the pub thinking, okay, so yeah, you've got the new manager syndrome. We know that. We all knew that. Obviously, the lads and the manager must know that. So you know that there's going to be a little bit of a good feeling around Forest because that new manager. They've just gone away to Fenerbahce and won 3-0. But we've had 8 days off, and I was expecting not necessarily a fast start, but a much better performance than what we got in the first half there, Kieran. And I just thought, everything you've just mentioned there, your battles, second balls, passion, all the things that you want as a bare minimum, and then you can try and play and you'll get into the game. We just didn't do. And I think just coming in then, a couple of lads have said we were fortunate to get to half time without being at least 1 goal down. And we were saying on about 25, we were saying get to the half here. We were actually saying it was that bad. Let's get to the half and then take stock or whatever. And obviously they made the switch midway through the half where they put obviously Jones back to right back and Szoboszlai into the middle. But there was clearly lots of things that were wrong with that first half performance. Like you said there, Pete, much better second half, but first half was dire.
We'll try and find out, discuss why it was. I mean, the lineup changed 10 minutes before.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously a massive thing when Florian Wirtz doesn't start a football match. But when he doesn't start a football match 5 or 10 minutes before kick-off, that does change things massively. I'm not using that as an excuse for the way Liverpool play, by the way. I mean, I agree with what both of the lads have said. But it obviously did change the game plan a little bit. How much did that affect us?
I think it does change in the sense that Dom Szoboszlai played right back, but Curtis Jones switched to right back in the first half, and then he switched again. So obviously they were in a bit of limbo of who plays where. So there's no doubt about it. We were speaking during the game, Keo, that the fact that when we've played in our own respective teams, obviously at a much lower level, that when you've got a good lad who can relieve the pressure and do something wonderful, that helps you and your mentality. And the fact that Florian Wirtz wasn't playing all adds to that. It's as simple as that. But I think what even more greater effect of what it had a detrimental effect on Liverpool was that Florian Wirtz connects that midfield in the attack, and they looked isolated up there. So the 3 lads up front will get loads of criticism, and rightly so to a certain extent. But the midfield and the attack were not connected in any way possible. Curtis Jones, all I ever do is praise him for keeping hold of the ball. He's fantastic keeping hold of the ball. But he doesn't play that direct pass like Florian Wirtz turns, and he's half a yard ahead of everyone.
YouTube, press the button, become a member of the Anfield Wrap from the heart of the city of Liverpool. the best way to enjoy all your Liverpool-based videos, everything you need every single day. It is the Anfield Wrap.